Your Honda engine isn't what it used to be. That smooth pull, that crisp sound, that easy start, it's fading. Gas mileage is slipping. Idle feels rough, and the whole car just feels tired. Thousands of Honda owners are running into the same problem right now. And many don't realize the fix can be surprisingly simple. So here's the big question. Do you want your engine to feel brand new again? Because there are specific things you can do today that will bring back the smoothness, the power, and the efficiency you thought you'd lost forever. And once you know what they are, you'll never look at car maintenance the same way again. Number 10. Clean the throttle body and mass airflow sensor. The throttle body is a part that opens and closes to let air into your engine when you press the gas. And the MAF sensor is a part that tells the engine computer how much air is coming in. So if either is dirty, they mess up those numbers, causing rough idle, poor acceleration, lower fuel economy, or even stalling. Cleaning them restores correct airflow sensing so the engine can mix air and fuel properly and run like new. AutoZone shows how to clean a MAF sensor step by step using only approved cleaner and carefully removing it so you do not damage delicate parts. And they explain that it's safe to do yourself if you have basic tools. To clean properly, you need the correct cleaner, one that says safe for MAF or throttle body. A soft brush, clean rags, basic tools, and you should let the engine cool down. Disconnect the battery negative. Remove the air intake or duct to reach the MAF. Unplug it gently. Remove it carefully. Spray it with short bursts of cleaner. Never touch the hot wire or film inside. Let it dry fully before reinstalling. Reclamp everything tight. Reconnect the connector. Reconnect the battery. Same with the throttle body. Open its flap. Spray cleaner. Scrub gently. Wipe off carbon. Close up. Reinstall. Do this cleaning regularly. AutoZone recommends doing it every time you change the air filter or at least once a year if the car is driven mostly on clean roads, more often if you drive in dusty or dirty places. If you neglect it, misreads happen, fuel mixture becomes wrong, check engine light or codes like P0101 may come up. Cleaning costs may be $10 to $15 for the cleaner, takes maybe an hour or less by yourself. If you skip it, you might end up replacing the MAF sensor, which can cost several $100s, including labor. Number 9. Replace spark plugs. Spark plugs make the spark that ignites fuel-air mixture in each cylinder, and when they are worn, dirty, or the gap is wrong, the spark is weak or misfires happen, which shows up as rough, idle, loss of power, poor gas mileage, maybe difficulty starting. Good plugs restore crisp spark, better starts, better fuel use, fewer misfires. According to Fisher Honda, many modern Honda vehicles should have their spark plugs replaced every 30,000 to 90,000 miles, depending on whether they use long life or regular plugs, and that number changes with how you drive. When you replace them, do this. Buy plugs that match what your owner's manual says. Check the gap with a feeler gauge. Make sure engine is cool. Clean the plug wells so no dirt drops in. Remove old plug. Hand thread the new one so you don't cross-thread. Torque it to the spec. Many Hondas use around 16 pound-feet, but check your model. Don't over-tighten. Use dielectric grease in the boot to prevent moisture or corrosion. Replace coil boots or seals if they look worn, so new plugs don't get ruined fast. You'll notice differences after replacing. Smoother idle, stronger acceleration, easier cold starts, better fuel economy, fewer engine misfire codes like P0300 or P0301 if those were happening. Cost of parts per plug could be $10 to $30 each. Dealer or shop will add labor, so DIY saves a lot. And replacing plugs every 60,000 miles, or about every 5 years, is a common suggestion for many Hondas under normal driving, though if your plug type is long life, it might go more. Wayside Garage says for most vehicles, including Honda CR-V, it's recommended every 60,000 miles or 5 years. Number 8. Install a new engine air filter. The engine air filter keeps dust, dirt, sand, pollen, and other particles from getting inside the engine. And when it's clean, it lets air flow freely, so combustion is correct. But when it's clogged, the engine has to work harder, fuel burns less well, acceleration slows, and fuel economy drops. According to Holman Honda, replacing the engine air filter with a fresh one improves performance, acceleration, and gas mileage, because a clean filter allows more air, which lets the engine burn fuel more efficiently and keeps emissions down. You should check your air filter visually from time to time and replace it when it looks dirty, dark, clogged, with debris inside. And also follow the schedule in your Honda owner's manual. Many suggest somewhere between 12,000 to 40,000 miles depending on driving conditions, because driving in dusty or sandy areas makes the filter clog much faster. Replacing the filter is cheap and easy. Usually involves opening the air filter box, removing the old filter, inserting the new one, closing the box, making sure the seal is good, and it can often be done in under 15 minutes by a DIY person. Parts cost vary by model, but are not expensive compared to engine repairs you might avoid by keeping out debris, preserving airflow, keeping combustion clean, and extending lifespan of internal parts. Holman Honda says replacing the engine air filter also helps prevent things like sluggish acceleration, black smoke, or check engine light because airflow gets enough clean air again. Number 7. Use high-quality synthetic oil and filter. High-quality synthetic oil stays stable under heat better than regular oil, resists breaking down, handles cold starts better, and contains fewer impurities, so using synthetic in your Honda means less friction, fewer deposits, better lubrication during cold mornings or hot driving, and overall, longer engine life. Honda of Colombia says synthetic oil oxidizes less, retains protective properties longer, which helps engine parts stay cleaner and wear less. You need to use not only good synthetic oil, but also a good oil filter that can trap particles in water, resist collapsing under pressure, and work well with the oil you choose. A poor filter lets debris circulate, which undermines much of what the synthetic oil is doing, so matching oil quality and filter quality matters as much as choosing the right oil grade. Changing synthetic oil and filter properly means draining old oil, replacing filter, refilling with the right weight/viscosity synthetic type, check your manual, tightening filter and drain plug properly, disposing old oil correctly. Many owners see smoother engine sounds, better idle, lower oil consumption, maybe slightly better fuel mileage, especially if you had been using lower quality oil. Bobby Rahal Honda notes that fresh oil removes sludge and deposits, reduces friction, helps control engine temperature, and that synthetic oil allows longer intervals between changes compared with conventional oil for many Hondas. Number 6. Maintain the cooling system. The cooling system keeps your Honda's engine at safe temperature. This system includes the radiator, hoses, water pump, thermostat, coolant fluid, and the cap. If any part is bad or fluid is wrong, the engine can overheat, warp parts, or leak. Honda's manuals say you must use a 50% antifreeze/50% water mix. You should always use Honda All-Season Antifreeze Coolant Type 2 or a good non-silicate coolant in an emergency, but only temporarily. Using wrong coolant or plain water causes corrosion or scale inside the cooling parts. You need to check coolant level regularly. Look at the reserve tank. Coolant reservoir. The level should be between MIN and max. If it drops, refill, but also check for leaks in hoses, radiator, or the cap. Every year or more often in hot or harsh climates. Also examine hoses visually for cracks, swelling, softness, or leaking. The radiator cap should be pressure tested because if the cap fails, it loses pressure and coolant boils early. You also need to flush the coolant system. Drain old coolant, rinse through, refill with fresh coolant mix at intervals. Many Honda owners' guides and sources suggest every 30,000 to 50,000 miles or every 5 years for the first major flush, depending on model and climate. If coolant looks dirty, rust-colored, dark, muddy, smells odd, or has debris, flush sooner. Flushing removes old fluid that lost its corrosion inhibitors, gets rid of scale or rust, and prevents heater core and radiator blockages. When doing maintenance, use parts and fluids that match Honda's specs. Use the correct coolant type, make sure everything is clean. Let the engine cool before removing the radiator cap or opening any part. Work carefully. After filling, run the engine until fans cycle. Let it reach normal temperature, then turn off, let cool, check levels again, top up if needed. Clean radiator fins from front, bugs, debris, so airflow is good. Keeping the cooling system well maintained prevents overheating, saves you money by avoiding serious repairs like head gasket damage or warped parts. Number 5. Flush the fuel system. Flushing the fuel system means cleaning out fuel injectors, fuel lines, maybe the fuel rail, sometimes the intake valves, and keeping the fuel delivery clean. Over time, gasoline can leave deposits or varnish inside injectors, lines, and intake, which reduce fuel spray quality, clog passages, reduce power, make engines run rough, or use more fuel. When you flush, those deposits are removed and fuel flow becomes smooth again. Sources say improved engine performance, better acceleration, smoother idle, improved fuel economy are common after proper fuel system flush. You don't need to flush all the time, but doing it every so often is helpful. Many mechanics recommend flushing every 30,000 miles depending on driving conditions. If you drive in dusty conditions, short trips, or with lower quality fuel, deposits build up faster. Also signs you might need flush: engine hesitates under load, rough idle, poor throttle response, lower MPG, sometimes misfires. If you ignore, deposit buildup can damage injectors or catalytic converters or make the engine run hotter. There are different kinds of flush services. Some are chemical flushes that use cleaning solution through fuel rail or injectors. Some include fuel injector cleaning, intake valve cleaning, full fuel line cleaning. Some shops offer fuel additive treatments or fuel filter replacement as part of system cleanliness. Do it properly. Parts that are clogged should be cleaned or replaced. Make sure injectors spray properly. Check that fuel pressure is correct. Use quality fuel and good filters, so flush doesn't just fix and then quickly re-dirty the system. Flushing has costs, but often pays off. Fuel system flush service cost depends on location, car model, how deep the cleaning is, but compared to fuel wasted, poor performance, or costly repairs from severely clogged injectors or damaged catalytic converters, it is cheaper. Also, fuel economy improves slightly, acceleration can improve, startup gets better, but don't fall for overpriced flushes that do little. Ask what exactly is done. Are injectors physically cleaned? Is fuel line cleaned? Is filter replaced? Doing it right keeps your Honda running sharp, saving you headaches and fuel money. Fix vacuum leaks. A vacuum leak is when air gets into the engine where it is not supposed to, or hoses are broken, loose, or disconnected. When extra air sneaks in before the sensors that measure airflow, the engine computer gets wrong data. That makes it run too lean or too rich, causing rough idle, stalling, poor throttle, poor fuel economy. Good Works Auto Repair lists symptoms like rough idle, stalling, loss of power, poor fuel economy as signs of a vacuum leak. You can find vacuum leaks by inspecting hoses and connections visually. Look for cracks, splits, loose clamps, disconnected hoses, especially around intake manifold, throttle body, vacuum hoses for brake booster, PCV system. Also listen, sometimes you hear a hissing or whistling sound under the hood. Tell Tire says hearing a hiss or unexpected sound plus seeing check engine lights or odd idle behavior is a clue. Testing methods include spray tests, spraying water, starter fluid, or special spray around hose connections or intake gasket and seeing if idle changes. Doing a smoke test in a shop if available. Pump smoke into vacuum system to see where smoke escapes. Sometimes checking fuel trim values on an OBD2 scanner helps. People on CivicX forums report replacing hose clamps fixed, vacuum leak, idling improved, fuel trims corrected. Fixing means replacing broken hose, re-clamping loose hose, replacing a faulty gasket or intake piece, making sure all the vacuum lines are intact, no holes, no cracks. Remove the hose, compare to new. Avoid hose that is too soft or brittle. Make sure clamps are tight but not over tight to cut hose. After fix, clear any error codes. Idle may need to settle. Fixing vacuum leaks makes the engine smoother, better fuel efficiency, stops weird stalling or surging behavior. Number 3, check and replace worn belts and hoses. Belts like serpentine or drive belts or even timing belts where applicable, and hoses wear out over time. Heat, vibration, age make belts crack, fray, glaze, or become slack. Hoses degrade, get soft, develop bulges, cracks, leaks. Honda service interval guides say to inspect belts and hoses regularly and replace as needed, especially around 60,000 to 100,000 miles for drive belts. Timing belts, if your Honda uses one, often have stricter change intervals, which is usually around 90,000 to 105,000 miles or years, whichever comes first. Signs to watch include squealing noises from front of engine, slipping belt, AC or power steering failure, overheating from radiator hose leak, visible cracks or shiny glazed belts, hoses feeling soft or swollen or having bulges near clamps. Mechanics say even if hoses look okay, squeeze them. If hose walls are very soft or feel spongy, or if the inner lining is collapsing, you should replace them. Belts that look shiny mean glazing, that reduces grip and causes slipping. When replacing, use matching parts like the same type of belt, correct size, correct tension. For belts, loosen tensioner, remove old belt, route new one properly, adjust tension as per Honda spec. For hoses, drain coolant if needed, remove clamps, swap hose with correct one, ensure seal tight, refill fluid, bleed air out if cooling hoses. Always let the engine cool before opening. A good shop or OEM manual will have torque specs, clamp types. Proper replacement prevents belt sudden failure, which can cause alternator, power steering, or AC to stop working. Prevents hose bursting, which may cause overheating, coolant loss, engine damage. Checking belts and hoses at regular service intervals. For many Hondas, that's around 60,000 miles, or at the 90,000-mile major service, is standard. Doing this stops surprise breakdowns, saves money later. Number 2. Replace the positive crankcase ventilation (PCV) valve. The PCV valve removes gases, blow-by, from the crankcase and sends them back into the intake so they get burned instead of making sludge or increasing pressure inside. If the valve is bad or stuck open/closed, it can cause rough idle, oil leaks, spark plug fouling, or reduced engine performance. Cars.com says a general recommendation is to replace the PCV valve every 30,000 to 50,000 miles. You can test if the PCV is okay by removing its hose and shaking it. If you hear a rattle, it's probably still moving internally. Also, with the engine running and hose still attached, you can block the valve's opening briefly and see if vacuum pulls in or if engine idle changes, which shows it's doing its job. If not, replacement is needed. The hose to it should be checked too for cracks or leaks. Replacing the PCV valve is usually cheap and fast. You remove the old one, fit the new one, reconnect hose and clamps. Cost of parts is low. People in forum threads say many Hondas don't list it as a fixed scheduled service, but a lot of owners do it around 30,000 miles anyway, as preventive maintenance. Doing this helps maintain proper pressure in crankcase, prevents oil leaking past seals, keeps the combustion chamber clean, improves idle and engine smoothness. If you neglect it, bad PCV valves lead to oil consumption, oil contamination, and possibly more expensive damage. It's a small part, but big effect. Number 1. Perform a valve adjustment. Valve adjustment means setting the small gap between the valve stem and whatever pushes it, so the valves open and close properly. Over time, that gap can shift due to wear, heat, or parts relaxing. If gap gets too big or too tight, valves may not seal right, causing rough idle, loss of power, misfires, harder start, or even burnt valves. Dickerson Automotive says many Hondas, especially older or mechanical valve engines, need low-side and high-side clearance checked every 30,000 to 60,000 miles, depending on model and conditions. Not all Hondas need frequent adjustment, because some use hydraulic lifters, which auto-adjust gaps, meaning less work. But for engines with solid lifters, or where Honda specifies adjustment, it is important. One forum post says Honda recommends checking valves around 105,000 miles for some models. Doing a valve adjustment properly takes time, tools, and following exact specification in the service manual. The engine must be cold. Remove covers, measure each valve gap with feeler gauges, adjust per specification, often by adjusting shims or adjusting rocker arms, torque bolts right. If not done correctly, you can cause misalignment, leaks, damage. It helps to mark specs before taking things apart, so you put back right parts in right places. When done well, valve adjustment restores compression, stops ticking or similar noises, improves fuel economy, improves power and smoothness, especially at idle or when engine is under load. It delays or prevents damage, such as burned valves or seats. If you hear tick-tick noises, rough idle, or see misfire codes, that is a sign the valves need checking. If you enjoyed this video, let us know in the comment section down below and turn on your notifications to know when next we upload. See you in our next video. Bye-bye.